Good. All right, the Senate is expected to bring to a vote actually. They're going to bring it up on the Keystone Pipeline. It's going to come to the floor of the Senate this week. Democrat Senator Joe Manchin says the votes are there to pass it. Now, if passed, this bill would compel the president to build the pipeline. Why is Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid doing this? He's a harsh critic of building the pipeline, so why is he pushing for a vote that would mandate that you build it? Congressman from Tennessee, Republican, Marsha Blackburn, visiting us in New York today, will explain. I can't explain this. I don't know what's going on. Why is he doing this?
I think he's under pressure from his members to hold this vote. And you've got Begich and Landrieu. These are issues that they have that they're going to have to deal with. So I think that Harry Reid is finally deciding that the public pressure and the pressure from his members is such that he likes being majority leader, not minority leader. And Harry Reid knows that in about 180 days from now, he's probably no longer going to be the majority leader.
Well, yeah, you're jumping ahead of the game here. So you say Harry Reid is putting forward a bill which would compel the president to build and authorize that pipeline. But he's doing this to help out those Democrats in the Senate who are under a lot of pressure, like Louisiana, for example, and Alaska, where they really want that pipeline. He's doing it to help them.
That's exactly right.
But doesn't he know that even if they pass the bill, they're still not going to build this pipeline because the president says he won't make a decision until after the election?
Well, and what they're trying to do is say, we've done everything that we can, and this is just the president being obstinate, because the American people know that the president kind of has his own way of doing things and is a little bit obstinate, if you will. And they're trying to get the pressure off of themselves. And so they're politicizing the issue. The point is the American people know Keystone is now a household word, and people are tired of paying $4 a gallon at the pump. And you're talking about mom in the minivan that fills up that car at the pump, and then she turns around and she hears people say, well, you know, she hears Washington say there's no inflation. And then she finds out that they're not considering housing cost and fuel cost and food cost. And she's going, what are these people talking about? They've lost touch with reality. So this is a way for Manchin and Landrieu and Begich and those guys to say, no, we're in touch with reality. We know that you're feeling the pressure at the pump, and we're going to do something about it.
There's a related issue.
Yes.
We're told by the Washington Post today that the president's going to pick up his pen and pick up the phone, and he's going to push for climate change legislation, tighter fuel efficiency on cars, for example, just one of the items. It occurs to me that that is not going to be politically popular, but he's doing it anyway. It's like delaying the pipeline. Not politically popular, but he's doing it anyway. Right. What's with this pivot towards climate change legislation? Why?
Well, what they're wanting to do is to control the economy and control industrial output and production. And the president couldn't get cap and trade through on a bipartisan basis. There's opposition. He can't get it through Congress. So what he's trying to do now is use that pen and phone and do it anyway, because he doesn't need Congress. And Stuart, we see this all the time. They try to go around us.
But it's not a politically popular move. I mean, climate change is low down on the list of most voters' priorities.
You're exactly right, but do you think they really care? And don't you think that they realize they're about to lose the Senate? And so they're trying to force through some of the issues
You think that? You
Yes,
think they know they're going to lose the Senate?
I do.
So push it through now and be damned.
Look,
almost.
The economy is not in great shape. You still are seeing wage stagnation. The labor force participation rate is not good. People say, when I lose my job, it's a depression. When other people lose theirs, it's a recession. And there is that mentality. People are not happy. Then you look at what is happening with Obamacare. You look at what is happening with our energy costs. And there's a lot of discontent out there. I think they see that this is something that they feel like they've got a narrow window, and they're just going to roll the dice and go for broke.
That's an interesting interpretation. We've not had it on the show before until you came to visit us in New York. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Congressman Marsha Blackburn, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right.